Hey everyone, Sarah here. Today we're going to be talking about your heart. So many people who still have inner unhealed wounds, they find and feel that they're trapped in different places within their body. And one of the most common places is the heart. And when you have inner unhealed wounds and trauma from your past, from emotional neglect and abuse, you will say things like, I wish I had a smaller heart. I wish my heart wasn't so big. And you define this trauma around your heart. And we do that because our mind works with metaphors and we feel that. We call it heartache and we call it heartbreak because it quite literally often feels like your heart is broken. You can feel the ache, you can feel the pain in your heart. And when that pain and that ache is still within your heart, is trapped within, it feels intense. You define it by, I just wish I had a smaller heart. I wish my heart wasn't so big, because if it wasn't so big, I wouldn't have so much pain. And it's as if the bigger your heart is, the more pain it has, the more pain it holds, the more pain it has trapped inside. And if the bigger the pain is, the longer it's going to take to heal it, if ever. And you begin to wonder if you're ever going to not have this and say funny and clever little things like, can you just give me a smaller heart? One that will do what it needs to do, can function and move and pump the blood around my body so that I can live, but not one that can hold the pain of the heartache and the heartbreak that is currently holding, that I'm currently feeling. Because I gave my heart to those that I loved and who I thought loved me in return. But this is all I'm left with. This is heartache and this heartbreak. And so if I were somehow, some way able to get a smaller heart, not have as big of a heart, there wouldn't be as much room for that pain that I feel. And I feel that pain in other parts of my body as well, but mostly in my heart. And with the one-to-one work that I do with people, that is so common. And they feel that their heart has a hole in it, a void in it, that it's leaking, that it's dripping love. There's love in it, but they only give that love to other people. They only give the love away, and it feels impossible, difficult. They feel unable to give that love to themselves, to have it, to hold it, to feel it, to be with it for themselves. And there's this processing of feeling selfish or guilty if they have and they hold and they keep that love for themselves and they don't give it away. And they feel like, I just wish I had a smaller heart because maybe it would just do the normal functioning basic things that a heart's supposed to do to keep you alive, but it would keep me from feeling any more hurt or pain. Is that a thing? Because I feel it right here and it hurts. And so when you're saying, I wish I had a smaller heart, I wish my heart wasn't so big, what you're really trying to say is, I wish I didn't feel the pain that my heart currently feels, and your heart currently feels that pain of the love that was lost, of the love that got away. And how do I find that love for myself? Because I know that's what it is. Everyone says self-love. You just need more self-love. And I know if I had self-love, it might come in and it might stay in my heart where this pain is, and this self-hate is, and this self-betrayal is. It's like I hate and I betray myself. And every time I do, I hate when I do. And it's like it becomes harder and more impossible to love myself. And I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my chest. The chest is a very common area, analogy, and metaphor for where you feel that. It comes up all the time in one-to-one work. And in fact, in my program, Transforming Past Pain to Present Power, we have a transformational session where you go in and you heal the heart pain. You heal the pain within your heart from those who've hurt you in the past, from those who you loved and lost, and feel that you lost part of yourself. in that experience, and now you don't know who you are, you don't feel complete, you don't feel whole anymore. You feel like there's a hole, HOLE, instead of WHOLE, and there's a big difference. One leaves you in lack and void, and another leaves you filled, complete. There's not a single missing piece. And so what you're saying, if you're using words and phrases like, I wish I had a smaller heart, I wish my heart wasn't so big, is I wish I didn't feel this pain I feel anymore in my heart, in my chest, right here. I wish I could just heal it, make it all go away. Because I know how good it feels to give love, because I love being given love. But now I feel like maybe I don't trust it when someone gives me love. In relationships where someone's doing something nice for me, I feel like there's an ulterior motive that they want something from me. But I also find that I happily and easily and freely give this love to them. But you know what? It's just triggering when people say self-love. It feels impossible. So it feels triggering. It's like, how is that so easy for you? And it feels like all that I've been working on recently, and it feels impossible to love myself. It feels like even if I do something to love myself, it's like the love doesn't get where I want it and need it to go. It's like it doesn't get in there. I mean, maybe it feels good. Maybe my shoulders feel relaxed and I'm like, whew. But it doesn't feel that void in here. It doesn't feel good. It feels like, I don't like this. Go away, get out of there. Wrong place. You're not supposed to be in there. But then there's this part of you that's like, that's the right place. It's where you said you don't feel it. That's where you said you want it. That's where you said it's lacking and you want and need more of it there, because then from there, you're not mad at your heart. You're not saying things like, I wish I didn't have as big of a heart. And what I really meant is, I wish I didn't have as much pain in my heart and my chest. I wish I had a smaller heart. I wish there wasn't as much room in there. Because the room in there, more room for pain, more room for heartache, heartbreak, hurt. And it's like, I wish I had a smaller heart. I wish my heart wasn't so big. Really, what that means is you wish, you wish, you wish, you hope, you wish, you dream, you pray. You could get rid of all of the pain, all of the shame, all of the anger, all of the resentment that's in your heart. And have that space in your chest filled with peace, love, goodness. And I wish I could just take it away. How do you just take heartache away? Well, yes, you work with the heart, but not the physical, literal heart. You don't cut yourself open and try to perform surgery. There's no surgery that removes heartache or heartbreak. But it feels like, well, that's what I want. I want like that. My heart needs a surgeon. That's what it feels like. And it's so incredible and so powerful. I can tell you the number of sessions I've had with people and their mind is connected to. It's like I just need a needle. I just need to sew it up because it's been ripped apart. It's been torn apart. It's been broken. And with this needle, it's like I could sew up the torn up, broken, ripped up parts of me, pieces of me and my heart, and I could sew it back together. Mm. And I've even had clients in my program tell me that's what they've experienced as they went through that transformational session, that their heart feels mended, put back together, restored, no longer feels broken, ripped apart, torn, shattered. That it got that something that it needed to feel complete, to feel whole, to feel restored. Re means again, to feel stored again, and now it stores again love, love for myself and love for others. And the size that it is just perfect, is beautiful, is just enough. And now I feel perfect, beautiful, and enough. I know there's nothing wrong with me. I no longer feel broken, ripped apart, torn, shattered from the inside out. That's no longer who I believe I am. So when you're saying things like that, I wish I had a smaller heart. I wish my heart wasn't so big. What you're saying is, I wish I didn't believe what I believe I am, that I deserved that, or I deserve to feel that on a daily basis. What you're saying is, I want to feel whole. I want to feel mended. I want to feel complete. I want to feel restored. I want my heart to feel good, safe, unafraid to love again, to love myself, and to not have it feel like it requires so much effort. To not feel that I'm trying. It's like I'm trying to stick that needle in there and sew my heart. Forget this. This is pointless, useless, worthless. Why am I even doing this? Oh, there's the anger. Another rip. What you're saying when you're saying those things, I want to feel restored. I want to be able to love myself and believe that I deserve to feel love, safe love, trust love. And if it's true that love heals all things, where is the love? And you've probably been asking yourself that question and searching for it and on this quest for, where is the love? I haven't found it. I don't know. I don't know how to get it. And when I feel like I do, and I feel like maybe I've got it for a little bit, there it goes, because someone else gave it to me. And if they gave it to me, it was actually theirs. It belongs to them. It's not mine. And therefore they want something from me, or I owe them and I'm going to have to give it back to them at some point. And if that's the case, then I'm going to again be left without it. And that's not the experience that you want. You want that healing and that transformation from within, because when it's yours and it belongs to you, then you choose what to do with it. You choose where it goes. And then you have it to have and to hold, to be with. That love for yourself, without the shame, without the guilt, without the blame, without the resentment, just true, pure love. That self-love, that healed love. And that healed love is very, very different, because that healed love knows what it's like to have been without it, knows what it's like to have been ripped apart, taken, torn, broken, shattered. And when it's there, when it's restored, there's a different level of connection to it, appreciation for it, feeling with it. It's so different. So you appreciate it, you accept it, you're aware of it on a very different level than you were before. It's much like a scar when you get a cut, and that scar is a representation of something having happened that changed it, and your body healed it, created this scar as it mended and sealed back together. So of course it looks different, and it feels different. It feels new. There's new skin where that scar is. A new appreciation, a new story. No longer feels like an open and cut wound. It feels like, and now I love this scar because of what it represents. That something happened, but I'm now whole again. I'm now healed. I'm now restored. And now I look at that and I'm reminded of my strength, my ability. I'm reminded of this healing and how incredible it is. And I'm reminded every time I see it and I feel it, that I am worthy and I am deserving. And it's because of that past experience that I have a forever representation of this. New beliefs, new feelings. You don't need a new heart. You need the one that you have to heal. You want the one that you have to heal. And that frustration and those words like, I wish I had a smaller heart, I wish my heart wasn't so big, is a representation of a desire of change. You desire that change, that healing, that needle to sew, restore, put back together the things that were ripped apart and torn, broken. And now I can't guarantee that that analogy and metaphor will come up for you with the one-to-one work we do, but it often does. And if it does, it comes up in the right way, in the right time, in the right connection for you. And it may not be what you feel that your heart needs, but you don't need a new heart. You need a new heart, a restored heart. One who's gone through all the things that you've gone through. And one that's now been put back together so you know that you're much stronger than ever. And that you would never go back to those things that ripped it open in the first place. Because now you've taken the lessons and the learnings from that and know all the signs of that, know what it feels like, and know how far you've come. And now that you're only going forward, and look back at that stuff that ripped my heart open in the past with gratitude, gratefulness, and thankfulness, because it allowed you to be on this journey where you realized I had that power. I made that choice to give this to myself. That's self-love. And completely restore that healing, mended, and broken heart. So if you find that you're saying things like that, wish my heart wasn't so big, I wish my heart was smaller, realize that's what you're actually saying. It's a cry and a call for inner healing, for inner transformation, for inner restoration. And that's exactly what you can expect and find inside our Transforming Past Pain to Present Power, especially in the transformational sessions that are inside that program that work on not just your heart, but your body and your mind and those beautiful relationships, restoring and remending them. Healing from the inside out. All the areas of your life where you have heartache, heartbreak, pains, problems in your mind. I hear that as well. I wish I could just have a new brain. Can you do that? Can you do that Men in Black thing? You can. I assure you. I've been a part of other people doing it, and it's absolutely incredible to be a part of. The guide along that journey to going there, to doing just that. Because in that is more power, is seeing what you've made it through, and the ability to release and let go of that which doesn't serve you and hold on to that which does. So when you're ready for that, whether it's through the program, it's through the one-to-one work that we do together, I'd love to be a part of that with you. You can find more information in the links in the description below this video about both of those. Know that nothing is wrong with the heart you have. It just needs some healing, restoring, remending. It's not broken, and neither are you. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Sending much love from my heart to yours. I'll see you soon.